So what is going on?
Um, I'm done with all my board exams except for computers, which is on
Hmm.
29th. So now I
Hmm.
have a gap where I can study for a JEE. And I gave
So,
a few mock tests as well of April session.
hmm. So how was it?
I fared better in that.
So right now you have only like 17, 18 days, right? It is starting from 2nd April, right?
Yeah,
So you need to make sure that your chemistry revision is on point. What you did before first mains, you need to keep it up, right?
yeah,
Make sure that all of that revision that you did, you need to prepare again the same thing. And
yeah,
just target 3, 4 chapters for physics and maths. Don't target everything. You can only improve certain things in the next 14 days. You can't do everything.
yeah,
So it's all about revision for the rest of the chapters, and just target 3, 4 chapters that you want to improve. If there is something that is weak that you need to work on, make sure that that is better. So
yeah.
don't try to improve everything. You don't have time. So focus on revision of old stuff. Do all the mock tests that are coming in Alan. Alan
Yeah,
has some tests, right?
yeah. It's in 2 days. Yeah,
So all of those tests you need to do and do the analysis of that. That will help in overall revision. But your target should be like identify 3, 4 chapters in both physics and maths. And we can also do classes for those chapters specifically if there is any need for certain things.
yeah.
So, and otherwise, like focus more time on chemistry, more time here.
Okay.
There isn't much, like you already have a certain level in physics and maths. You can't change that too much. You can improve certain chapters, but you can't change it a lot.
Yeah,
It's important to maximize the things that you can maximize, which is like chemistry and revision and everything like that.
yeah.
Okay, fine. We'll look at these questions. First image that you have sent, which one is the doubt?
All three of them. I kept them all in one place, like all my doubts.
Okay, FR to R is a thrice differentiable function such that f of 0 is 0, f of 0 is 0, f of 1 is 1, f of 2 is minus 1. Okay, there are many points given. F of 3 is 2, f of 4 is minus 2, then the minimum number of zeros. Okay, this is a pretty standard question. There are so many questions like this you should have already seen in your prep by now.
Yeah,
F dash, have you not seen such a question before?
I have, but I was confused about the other part where they have given the minimum zeros for 3 f dash into f double dash and that part. I could figure out the number of zeros for f dash of x and f of x, but I couldn't figure it out for the thing they had
What is
asked.
this thing? That's the main thing to remember, that
Yeah,
this is always a derivative of something.
yeah, I was trying to figure that out because I could see triple differentiation and double. So I knew it's something f into f dash of something, but I couldn't figure that out
You mean you couldn't figure it out? It is obvious
because
what it is. It is f into f triple dash. So you need a f dash
yeah, we
double
need f.
dash term, and
It's f into f double dash, yeah, and something else.
what is the, if you have this, what will be the derivative of this?
Yeah, it would be 3f square into f dash into f double dash plus f cube into f triple dash.
Then you will take f square common.
Oh wait.
It's over.
Yeah.
You understand, you just have to figure out the derivative, that's all.
Yeah.
Obviously, because there is a 3, there has to be a cube somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Because there is a triple derivative, the derivative here must be for a double derivative at least.
Yeah.
And you need to have an f somehow, which will become something, f dash has to come.
Yeah.
So I tried this and it is immediately working out.
Yeah.
You need to find the number of roots of just this part of it. If your gx is this, gx is the derivative of this function, right?
Yeah.
So gx is equal to d by dx of f cube f double dash. So if I know the number of roots of this, number of roots of the original function, then I can say, then probably I can use Rolle's theorem. So
Yeah. The original function has four roots if you graph it.
Rolle's theorem says that between any two roots of a function, there is a root of the derivative. So between any two roots of my f cube f double dash, between any two roots of this, there will be one root of g of x, right?
Yeah.
So if this has n roots, you will have at least greater than n minus 1 roots.
Yeah.
So now find the number of roots of this. Find the number of roots of this. That will come by knowing the number of changes in sign of f of x.
Yeah. F of x has four roots.
Then at least 4 roots for
At
f of
least four, yeah.
x. Then at least 2 roots for this, right?
Yeah.
So there is at least 6 roots for this, right?
Yeah.
The product of f cube and f double dash will have at least 6 roots, correct?
Yeah.
Out of which, okay, out of which 4 of them are due to the f, right? And 2 of them are due to this.
Yeah.
Now, this has greater than equal to 5 roots. We know g of x has greater than equal to 5 roots now. So, g of
Why?
x is,
Why
huh?
not greater than equal to six roots? Like
Why will it be greater than equal to 6 roots?
because we had said initially that f of x has at least four roots and f double dash of x will have at least two.
What am I talking about right now? F of x or g of x here?
G of x, but
So, you don't know what Rolle's theorem is.
I do like
So, what does it say?
if for an interval a to b, if f of a is equal to f of b, then there's one root. Then there's one root for f dash of c such that c is between a and b.
I didn't ask you for the definition of Rolle's theorem. Can you apply it here and tell me how many roots g of x will have?
Yeah.
How did you find out that there are two roots for, at least 2 roots for f double dash?
Yeah, because when you see the sign changes for f of x, we know that there are at least four roots, and from there you get to know that for f dash of x, there are at least three roots.
Why at least 3 for f dash?
Because I did the boundaries, like because we know f of 0 is 0 and f of 1 is 1, but then f of 2 is minus 1. That means it hits 0 between 1 and minus 2
That's
again.
all information about f of x. What does it tell us about f dash? Nothing.
Yeah, so basically, since the graph goes below zero, there's then we get the same output for two in what do you call? When we draw the graph, then we get to know that f dash of x will also be equal to zero for a number between zero to two. When you draw the graph, you can see that it goes down suddenly.
How do you
So
know f dash x graph? You have no idea of f dash x.
yeah, we don't have an idea of that, but from f of x, we can say that there is a
From f
certain
of
f
x,
of a.
the only thing you can say are roots of f of x.
Yeah, but we can also see when f of a is equal to f of b. Like
So,
from there, we get the Rolle's theorem that between a to b, there's one c where f dash of x is zero, and
so by
from,
Rolle's theorem, is it coming that the derivative has one less root than the function?
yeah, it is coming. I did the thing.
So it is not coming that if this function has 6, then this function will have 5 by Rolle's theorem again.
Um, I'm not sure how we're getting 5, honestly, in that function, in the g of x one.
Right. By Rolle's theorem, you know that if f has 4 roots, f dash has 3 roots. How are you sure of that?
From the values they've given,
And if it is h and h has 6 roots, h dash will not have 5 roots by Rolle's theorem.
it will.
So what is this g that we have?
G is f cube into f double dash.
Oh, it's not the derivative of f cube into f double
Sorry, it
dash.
is the derivative. Yeah,
So it will not have 5.
yeah, it will.
Why did we do all this if we're not going to use the fact that this is the derivative of this?
Yeah, yeah,
Basically, Rolle's theorem is only for f and f dash. You cannot call this. Why did we check out the derivative if we're not going to use Rolle's theorem on it?
yeah. That's right.
Finish the problem on your own now. We know g, how many roots it has greater than equal to 5 roots.
Yeah,
Technically, g is not this. This is just a one small part of g. There is an f square outside that.
yeah, that's right.
4 of the roots will be f square.
Yeah.
You have to do it yourself, the rest of it. We'll go
Yeah,
on to the next question. What have you tried in this problem? Why is this a doubt?
yes, sir. So I was not getting what do you call z properly. So first I had tried writing z as x plus iy and so on, and then equating it to some ki, the ratio. But I couldn't get anything from there.
Real part of something is 0. The best way is to equate it to some ki. The
Yeah,
best way
because it's
to
purely
say that,
imaginary is what I had thought.
that's the way to handle when you say real part of z is 0, you say z is equal to some ki. That's how you do it usually.
I thought, yeah. No, not z. The ratio is equal to ki. Z minus 2i by z plus 2i is equal to ki.
I'm talking in general. When somebody says real part of a complex number is 0, you start equating it to ki.
I thought, yeah.
What is an alternative way to do it? An alternative way to writing this condition. What is, can you think of any alternative way?
Yeah, we can write it as e to the power I pi by 2, like some in terms of that.
No, something
Uh,
else.
okay.
What is an alternative way to say this?
Mm. Um, we can say that this is based on the distance on y-axis, or
What?
like we can say that the distance of z from a point 2 which is on the imaginary axis and
Is
z
this
from
like, is this distance right now? Is this
no
fraction telling us distances?
no I was saying the numerator tells us a distance and the denominator tells us another distance.
No, it doesn't.
Okay,
It,
yeah.
it will tell us distance if it was a modulus.
Yeah, it's not. Oh, yeah, it's not a mod. Um, I'm not sure. I thought we have to either write it as a ratio of ki or we can use Euler's form. I was not sure how else we can represent it.
Right. What, you have never heard of the property that if real part of z is 0, then z is equal to negative of z conjugate?
Yeah, that's right.
That's never a property that is used.
It is, but it didn't strike me as the
Imaginary
first.
part of z is 0, then z is equal to z conjugate. This is not the most obvious property and most important properties to use.
Yeah,
You have never seen in any complex number problem this being done.
in a few of them, yes.
That's the only way to start the problem. The other way would be to just put x plus iy and find out condition on x and y such that the real part vanishes. Why do
Yeah,
you
I
have to
did this.
equate it to ki?
Yeah,
You cannot find a condition x plus y minus 2i by x plus y plus 2i is equal to a real number. So make this denominator become real and make sure that the imagine real part is 0. Real part is 0. You cannot get a condition for x and y.
yeah, we can.
So that is also too difficult to do.
Well, no, I had tried that initially. But I had
So
equated that to ki, the whole thing.
why? Why are you introducing unnecessary variables? What is the need for k right now?
Yeah.
You're not getting x square plus y square is equal to 4 and x and y lie on this circle.
Yeah, it comes.
After that, it's very difficult to find maximum
No,
distance.
after that it's easy. I just didn't get it. I didn't get it in the simple form because I had equated it to ki.
How is this a problem that you're unable to solve, man? I don't understand. How is this
Yeah,
very
I should have
difficult?
just done it the simple way. I can get it after this. Yeah.
How did you not get it till now? Is the difficult issue to understand.
Yeah.
Like when you had a doubt, you were still unable to solve it. Like after your first attempt, how could you not try this and just get it?
Yeah.
It's so easy, dude. What is so difficult here?
Yeah. It's not difficult. Yeah.
You easily get that x and y lies on a circle. Now you will draw the graph and find the maximum distance of a point 6 comma 8 from this circle.
Yeah.
How do you find that?
Yeah. So basically, we know that the point has to be on the diameter such that the farthest point will be on one side of the diameter, which is farther away from 6 comma 8, and the other one will be on the other edge of the diameter. So you have to first draw the diagram and see it.
Find the answer.
Yeah, I'll just do that.
What answer are you getting for the previous one?
I got the answer as 12.
How?
Yeah, so we know that the center is 0 comma 0 and the distance of 6 comma 8 from the center is 10. So for maximum distance, the point of the circle has to be on the line joining 0 comma 0 and 6 comma 8, but on the other side of the diameter. And we know that the radius of the circle is 2. So the distance will be 2 plus 10, that's 12.
What's the problem in this one?
Yeah, so I could simplify the what do you call it? The second part, which was 1 by 2 dot 1 and so on. So I could simplify that relation, and that simplifies to 1 minus 1 by 2024. But I could not simplify 1 by alpha plus 1 by alpha plus 2 and so on.
What did this simplify as?
1 minus 1 by 2024.
So aren't you getting 1 by 2024 is getting cancelled?
Yeah, and the other thing has to simplify to 1.
Okay. What have you tried here?
Yeah, so I was trying to get a telescopic form of series as in this as well. So alpha plus one. I tried to write the general term as Tn is equal to 1 by alpha plus n. And then I wanted to try something like how we did integration of a series, but then that won't work here because this is not an infinite series. So I wasn't sure how to go ahead.
Mhm.
Oh wait, we can write 1 by alpha plus 2 as alpha plus 2 minus alpha plus 1 by alpha plus 2. But
That doesn't help.
yeah, that doesn't help. Yeah.
No other information is given in the question. Where have you
Nothing
found the
else.
question?
This was in a previous year April session, like 2024. I had given it in a mock test, so it was integer type.
Okay. Um,
I'll just see if the solution is available.
that means the grouping is, I mean, either the grouping or the split in the second series is not what you have to do, something else you have to do. 1 minus 1 by 2. That's one. Or you can think of it by complex numbers because we have seen problems where 1 by alpha plus 1, 1 by alpha plus 2, sum of roots of. So you can think of it as a equations problem where we need a set of equations with these roots whose sum of the roots is 1. Hmm, 1 second. Maybe there is a mistake in the grouping itself that you have done. We have to start from the beginning, from the problem. It says 1 by alpha plus 1, 2, and so on till 1 by alpha plus 1012 minus. Now we can write it as 1 by 1 minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 minus 1 by 4. How did it get cancelled for you? It is not getting cancelled for me. How did it get cancelled
Um,
for you?
um, I'll just check it once.
It is obvious. Can you not see here that nothing is getting cancelled?
Oh wait, yeah.
Is the next term there 1 by 2 into 1, and is there a 2 into 3 or something like that? 3 into 2.
Oh wait, I made a mistake. I wrote the general term as 1 by n into n plus 1. Yeah, it was a mistake on my end.
So if you make a mistake here, you think it will end up properly for you.
No, that's what I was wondering why it's so tricky. Yeah.
Nothing is getting cancelled.
Yeah, that's right.
We need to group the terms together. There is a minus 1 by 1, 1 by minus 1 by 1, minus 1 by 1, minus 1 by 3, minus 1 by 5, plus 1 by 5. All these terms come with a minus sign till plus 1 by 2023. Then there is a plus 1 by 2, plus 1 by 4, till 1 by 2024 to 1 by 2024. And if you take a half common here, you get 1 by 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by till 1 by 1012, right?
Yeah.
So okay, so ultimately what we have to do is say that this, we can't really solve a direct equation. We have to take everything here to the other side. We have to say 1 by alpha plus 1 plus 1 by alpha plus 2 till 1 by alpha plus 1012 is equal to all of this taken to the other side, and we are going to try to hope that it becomes a nice pattern from where alpha is obvious.
Yeah.
So you have a 1 by 1. Okay, so 1 by 1 plus Maybe, okay, so maybe this simplification is not necessary. We can just bring everything to the other side and see what comes. You have 1 by 1 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 5 till 1 by 2023 minus 1 by 2 minus 1 by 4 minus 1 by 2024 plus 1 by 2024. This gets cancelled and you
Yeah.
have 1 by 1 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 5 minus 1 by 2 minus 1 by 4 minus 1 by 2022. So now we need to first count there are 1012 terms here.
Yeah.
We need to make 1012 terms here. This is 2 into 1 till 1011 terms here. And I think it will be 1011 terms here also. 2 into 1000, yeah, 1011 terms here also.
Yeah.
So we need to make match it in such a way that we get similar things. Like we have to combine two of them together in pairs.
So won't we have 1012 on the left side?
How are you having 1012 terms? 135 till 2023 is how many?
1012, right?
We have 1012 terms here. So okay, so how to get 1 by alpha plus 1 type of terms? That's the thing. So we need to get consecutive terms in the denominator.
Yeah, and some large number as well.
Okay. The second part of the thing was 1 by 2 into 1 plus 1 by 4 into 3 plus 1 by 6 into 5. Let's call this as S. We know this goes on to 1 by 2024 into 2023. We know that this is equal to 1 minus half plus 1 by 3 minus 1 by 4. This is the same thing as collect all the odd terms together, subtract all the even terms, and then we can adjust it by saying that I want this full series to be completed. So I will put a plus here, plus 1 by 2, plus 1 by 4, plus 1 by 6,
Okay. Yeah.
plus 1 by 2024, but I have to subtract twice of it.
Yeah.
So then this series is going to be fully completed 1 by 1 to 1 by 2024. 1 by 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 till 1 by 2024. And then you have to subtract twice of 1 by 2, 1 by 4, 1 by 6 and all.
Yeah.
So clearly 1 will, this is equal to minus 1, minus 1 by 2, minus 1 by 3. If you see minus 1 by 4, minus 1 by 1012, right?
Yeah.
So which terms get cancelled from here? The first 1012 terms.
Yeah.
So what is left?
We have
1013
yeah.
plus 1014 till 102 2024.
Yeah.
Now it's over. This is equal to the sum S.
Yeah.
Now it's over because we can say that we have found S is equal to this plus this till here. And the question was saying 1 by alpha plus 1 plus 1 by alpha plus 2 till 1 by alpha plus 1012 minus, we just said S is equal to 1 by 1024 or 2024, and we just got our S as 1 by 1013 till 1 by 2024,
Yeah.
right?
Wait. Yes. Yeah.
So when we bring it to the other side, you're going to get S plus this. So this is going to become a 2 by 2024 or 1 by 1012.
So the 2024 will get cancelled, right? Oh,
It will add up and become 2 by 2024. How will it get cancelled, dude, when you take it to the other side?
Oh wait, yeah. So can you please go back once to the previous slide? I think I missed writing something. Hmm.
We are getting answer alpha is 1011.
Yeah. I'm confused in the second last step. Like after we got the expression as one plus one by two plus one by three till one by 2024 minus twice of the other thing. What did we do after that? I think I got lost in the
What is it equal to this thing?
yeah. So this thing is half of one plus one by two till one by 1012.
When you multiply 2 with this, what will happen? Will it become this?
Yeah, that comes.
So when you subtract it, which terms will get cancelled?
Only we'll be left only with the odd terms excluding one.
Odd terms. You think
I
only
mean, 1
odd
by
terms
3.
are.
Oh, wait. How? Half, 2, 4. Yeah, that's right. Sorry. It's not the odd terms. It's just 1 minus 1 by 2 till 1012.
What will be left then?
Yes, sir. I got it now. We'll be left with the series from 1 by 1013 to 2023.
Not 2023.
The 2024 will cancel out because that's equal to 1 by 2024
Nothing is getting cancelled out. This series was added up till what term?
till 1 by um, 2024.
So where is that? Why is it till 2023?
No, sir. We know that they have given in the question that this entire thing, the entire
Do
summation is
you
equal
right
to.
now know what the value of S is equal to?
No,
You don't know it right now.
now we do because of the simplification. Yeah,
What is it equal to?
1 by 1013 till 1 by 2024.
It is not till 2023.
Yeah,
It is till 2024. And when you put it in the question had 1 by alpha plus 1 and so on, minus S is equal to 1 by 2024.
yeah,
So when S goes to this side, 2024 is not getting cancelled.
yeah.
What is it happening to 2024? What is S?
S is from 1 by 1013 till 1 by 2024.
What happens to 2024 when you take it to the other side?
Yeah, so we'll get S is equal to that thing and then it'll become minus 1 by 2024. Sorry, it'll be plus. What am I saying? Yeah, it'll be plus.
What happens to these last two terms now?
It becomes 1 by 1012.
Will you put that here at the start of the series now?
Yeah,
What is the final term of this series?
it's 1 by alpha plus 1 and so on till 10, yeah, 1012. So then we get alpha is 1011.
What's the problem in this?
Yeah, so
What's the meaning of the question?
they're asking us to find the number of elements in the set A union B.
That's all you have to say about it.
No, we have to just solve it and find X. So I first tried solving I
Solve
tried
what?
solving B first.
What do you mean by this statement? What is the meaning of this notation?
Yeah, so in B, they have mentioned initially that X is greater than equal to 0. And then they're asking us to solve the above equation such that it's equal to 0. So you have to take cases where root x is less than 4, root x is obviously going to be greater than 0 anyways, and
You have to take cases about root x less than 4.
sorry, yeah, that I meant that you have to take cases for only the mod part, and in the mod it is root x minus 2. So the first case is root x minus 2 is less than 0 and the other is greater than equal to 0. Yeah, so
In
I
that
took the
case, what
first case.
happens?
Yeah, so we just get it as minus 3 into 2 minus root x. And you could solve it, yeah.
What happened?
Yeah, I'm just trying to look for my working. So I'm unable to find it, but I mainly found issues in the part A, not in part B.
What is your set B?
Yeah, so set B is 0, 1, 9, and 16.
What is the issue in part A?
Yeah, so I took two cases where the first case is that x is belonging to 0 to pi by 2, and the second one is x belongs to pi by 2 to pi.
Why? Why is those cases important?
Because we have mod sin x and mod cos x.
So,
The sign of cos x depends on whether it's from 0 to pi by 2 or pi by 2 to pi.
when you have a logarithm like this, what is the first thing you should be checking?
Yeah, so I didn't like the fact that it was in terms of 2 by pi, so I changed it to minus log of pi by 2 mod sin x plus minus log pi by 2
That's
cos
a
x.
that's totally unnecessary. I don't care whether you didn't like it or not. What do you mean I didn't like it? What is
Like I
problem? What
felt
is
I
the
was not
problem
very
with the
comfortable
base?
with 2 by pi.
Why?
It doesn't matter, but I just did it
To
for
get some
convenience.
minus signs in your question so that you can make some careless mistakes.
No, I was careful, but um,
No, why would you change the constants order? Just oh wait, also like what did you do? What exactly did you do?
I wrote it as minus log pi by 2. Like pi by 2 is
Uh-huh.
the.
Oh, this is minus log pi by 2. These are same things.
Oh, wait, no.
Wow.
I made a mistake. Yeah, it's not.
You can just flip the base whenever you feel like it, right? With a minus sign.
No, so I think it is right because pi by 2 to the power minus 1 is 2 by pi.
Right. And what happens to this?
You can write it as log pi by 2, 1 by mod sin x.
Like, what is the need to do?
Yeah, there's no
What is all
need, but I
this?
just,
There is no need, but you will just complicate life for yourself. Right? What is the condition on this term? What has to happen?
yeah,
For the log to be defined, what has to be true?
mod sin x should not be equal to 0 and cos x also should not be equal to 0.
That means your 0 and pi by 2 are anyway
Yeah, that's
excluded.
anyways not there. Yeah.
So case 1 is in the first quadrant 0 to pi by 2, where it is log 2 by pi sin x plus log 2 by pi cos x, which is log 2 by pi sin x cos x is equal to 2.
Yeah,
What's the problem? You cannot solve this equation.
I did. I got the same one. So we basically get it as 4 by pi square is sin x cos x. And then I took 2 by 2 and then made it in terms of sin 2x.
What are you getting sin 2x?
8 by pi square.
Will it have a root in 0 to pi by 2?
Yeah. Wait. 0. It will have a root. Yeah.
Is that any one of these roots?
0, 1, 9, 16. Not 0. Sin 2 will be. No,
There is
it won't have.
some constant alpha for which is between 0 to pi by 2 for which this equation is true, which will be a solution of the first thing, right?
Yeah.
The other case will be pi by 2 to pi, and in that case, you will have sin
You'll
x
get.
by cos x.
Yeah, you'll get tan x.
Are you getting a answer for tan x is equal to 4 by pi square and pi by 2 to pi?
No.
So how many solutions are there for this whole thing?
We have 0 for case 2 and case 1 also. Yeah, I guess it should be 0 even for case 1.
Right. We just did not solve and say that there is one root. It should be
But,
0 now.
but
You did not just conclude that there will be one root of this equation in 0 to pi by 2.
yeah, but we're not sure if it's, what do you call? Oh, wait, it's N A union B. Never mind. Yeah.
You have just now forgotten how many elements of set A it will be.
No, so I got confused that I thought the question was N A intersection B, but it's not. So yeah, there is one root for sure.
What is NA union B? Is it is it common?
Yeah, it's not common. It's both included.
What is the answer?
It'll be 1 plus 4, 5.
Why have you not done this yourself?
I think I read it as A intersection B.
Right.
Yeah, that was the thing.
There is no option for 5, which means there is either some printing mistake or we have made
Yeah.
some
I
mistake.
just checked. Um,
Sine 2x is equal to 8 by pi square. Half sine 2x is equal to. Obviously, there will be two roots because both we have made a mistake because there are two roots here. The answer is 6. In case 1, there are two roots, answer is 6. It's sine 2x. It will have two solutions in 0 to pi, which makes x between 0 to pi by 2.
oh yeah, it's 2x. Yeah.
When you do the graph of sine 2x, there will be two roots in 0 to pi, which makes x between this condition. So there are
Yeah.
two roots for this. There are two elements in A and there are four elements in B. Answer is 6.
Yeah.
Consider a long, thin conducting wire carrying a uniform current I. A particle having mass m and charge q is released at a distance a from the wire with a speed along the direction of current in the wire. The particle gets attracted to the wire due to magnetic force. The particle turns around when it is at a distance x from the wire. The value of x is. What's the problem?
Um, uh, I knew the basic concept of the question that we know that B due to the straight conductor will be mu naught I by 2 pi x if the particle is at a distance x from the conductor.
What will be what?
The magnetic field due to the conducting wire would be mu naught I by 2 pi d or 2 pi x if the particle is at a distance x from the wire.
Mhm.
But they have mentioned that they've released a particle with a velocity v naught, which is along the direction of the current.
Right.
And there, so there will be a force as well. Like we know that force is q v cross b, and they're also saying that it turns around. So I was not sure how what would the condition be for
I
the
don't
turning part.
understand what your doubt is. You
My
don't
doubt
think
is
the
I don't know how
particle
to.
will turn?
Yeah, I was not sure.
You're not sure of what?
When would the particle turn? Like, what's the condition for a particle to turn when it is in the presence of a magnetic field?
There is no condition for the particle to turn. Does the particle experience forces right now?
When it moves with a velocity, yes.
Is it moving with a velocity?
Yeah, they mentioned it's moving with v naught along, but it's q v cross. Never mind.
What do you mean, never mind? Is it right now moving with a velocity in the vicinity of a magnetic field?
Yeah.
Will it experience a force?
Yeah.
Will it have acceleration?
Yeah, it would.
So its velocity will not change direction,
Yeah, it would change, but
but to what?
I was not sure how to proceed.
That's because you haven't done HCV. You have never done those examples in chapter 34 and 35 where you have to take a general velocity and do the trajectory of a particle. You don't know how to proceed because you don't know, remember any of those examples. Do you remember that there are several questions where you take a general velocity, find the general force, and write how after some time the force will be, and there will be a differential equation to solve?
Yeah, I remember now. It was in a solved example.
Right. The field is varying, the force will vary. You have to take a general velocity, find an integral equation, and find the distance when it has started moving in the opposite direction.
Okay. Yeah,
There is no shortcut condition.
yeah, got it.
You have to actually do something. At a random point of its motion, you have to take the velocity of the particle at this moment. For example, velocity is minus Vxi plus Vyj. What is the field at this location?
Yeah, so it'll be mu naught I 2 pi x 2 pi x g minus k cap plus mu naught I 2 pi y minus k cap.
What do you mean 2 pi y? There is only one field here. Why is there going to be two terms? At this moment in a two-dimensional space, you will take two terms in the magnetic field.
Sorry, I was, yeah,
This is the magnetic field. There's no other term.
yeah.
Why is this an obvious thing is being stated wrongly? The force will come out when you do the cross product of these two. You will
Yeah,
get mu naught I cube by 2 pi This x is supposed to be the r distance.
Yeah.
Uh, we can keep it as r for now. R is the distance here,
Yeah.
and it will become v cross b. So minus vx j cap minus vy I cap.
Yeah.
This gives us ax and ay terms, and the ax, if you think about this r is in x terms right now. You can write
Yeah.
ax as vx dvx by dx.
Yeah.
This is vy.
Um, dv by.
This is ay,
Yeah.
or you can just relate it to an SHM the way it has been shown in HCV. You can try to relate AX and AY. They will be related with two different differential equations where derivative of one is coming in the other.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You have to go back and check HCV how to do it, and
Yes,
then
I'll do
there will
it.
be an integration which will help you say what is the general velocity of the particle with time.
Yeah.
Ultimately, you have to find v with respect to x.
Yeah.
V as a function of x, if you can find, then you will be able to find this distance when the v is opposite.
Yeah.
The other way to do the problem, which doesn't involve this, is to use the fact that if the particle has turned, obviously it is going to undergo some sort of a circular motion. This distance is going to be twice the radius.
Yeah.
If the initial particle was at a distance of a from here, this x is simply a minus 2r.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A minus 2 times radius of the particle under this thing will be mv by qb, which is m. The speed doesn't change, so it is mv naught by qb. The b
Yeah.
is what you have to write, and actually the b varies.
Yeah.
But if I write b as mu naught I by 2 pi r, what I would get is a minus 2 m v naught by q mu naught I by 2 pi r.
Yeah.
So the r is technically we are measuring right now with respect to this distance where we said the particle was released from. We can say r is same as a here,
Okay. Yeah.
because this is the point where the circular motion started. So when we are saying radius here, radius measured at this moment. So the b is at this point, the b is mu naught I by 2 pi a.
Yeah.
So this becomes a, and you can say a 1 minus 4 m v naught pi by q mu naught I. This is what I'm getting so far, right?
Okay. Yeah.
if you think about the options, you have the options that are given are what? There is an option with A, and there are some options with E and all. So
Option A
if
matches with what you have done except for the E power thing.
e power x is 1 plus x squared by 2 factorial and so on. E power minus x is 1 minus x plus x squared by 2 factorial and all. If you approximate e power x as e power minus x as 1 minus x, we are getting this. So this is a e power minus 4m v naught pi by q mu naught I.
Yeah. Um,
If you expand this, this is going to give first two terms will be these.
yeah.
Option 3 is clearly wrong, 4 is wrong, 2 is obviously wrong because there is no 4, our factors are wrong. Option A is the only one will be matched, which will be because you are expanding e power minus x according to this series.
Yeah.
The point is to realize that the turning will happen at twice the radius and you have to subtract this. And the radius here will be calculated using mv by qb, where b will be measured from this point, which was at a distance a. The magnetic field is mu naught I by 2 pi a. If you do all
Yeah.
that, then you get this expression, which only matches with option A if you think of the e power minus x expansion.
Yeah.
Three infinitely long wires with linear charge density lambda are placed along x, y, and z axis respectively. Which of the following denotes an equipotential surface? Three infinitely long wires. X, Y, and Z axis. Which of the following options represents an equipotential surface? The charge density is lambda, lambda, and lambda for these wires. If it was one wire, you would say there would be a cylindrical equipotential surface.
Yeah.
Uh, what do you know about potential due to one long wire at a distance r from the wire? Do you know how to write that potential?
Um,
Lambda charge density, long wire. What is the potential at a distance r from the wire?
is it
You don't have to guess, you have to find. If you don't know it, find it.
yeah, I'll just do that.
We cannot solve the problem for three wires if you don't know potential due to one wire.
Yeah.
What is the field at a distance r from this wire?
Yeah, it's lambda by 2 pi epsilon naught r.
So how do you find potential?
We can write, we know that E is equal to minus dV by dr.
So find the potential.
Yeah, it's minus lambda by 2 pi epsilon naught ln r.
V minus some reference put point would be equal to this. So V will be
Um,
some constant minus this,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
So technically, you can say that it is minus 2 lambda by 4 pi E naught. So minus 2k lambda ln r
yeah,
plus some constant is your potential due to a single wire, right?
yeah,
Now this r here is the distance from the wire. If I
yeah,
have a wire on the x-axis like this, any point in space, x comma y comma z, what would you say is the potential at this point due to the only this wire?
yeah. So it would be minus 2k lambda ln root over y square plus z square.
The distance here would be this distance, which is basically going to be y here and z here, and
Yeah,
the x distance doesn't matter. Do you understand what I'm saying?
yeah,
This is what is going to come.
yeah,
So potential at a random point in space will be basically this expression due to just x-axis wire. Similarly,
yeah,
potential at a random point would be an expression similar due to the y wire, and due to this it would be like this for the z wire, right?
yeah,
These are the potential due to x, y, and z wires at the same point.
yeah.
Now, how do we combine the potentials? What do you do to find the total potential at this point?
We just add them.
If you just add it, you will get minus 2k lambda common ln root over x square plus y square root over y square plus z square root over z square plus x square plus some c. That is your combined potential.
Yeah,
When the lawns get added, it will get multiplied.
yeah,
This combined potential has to be a constant for it to be an equipotential surface.
yeah,
So if it has to be a constant, the only way it will be a constant if is this variable terms inside are constant,
yeah,
which is what is the option that has been given. One of the options is product of x square plus y square plus z square plus x square is constant.
yeah,
That option ensures that this whole potential is constant.
yeah.
Do you understand what is happening?
Yes, sir. I got it.
You have to know how to do potential of a single wire, then you have to combine for three wires and then say it is constant.
Yeah.
Is there anything else?
No, sir.
Find out the chapters that you're going to focus on. Let me know. We'll do targeted classes for those three, four chapters, whatever chapters
Yes,
you're
sir. I could
working on.
identify them for math and physics.
There are 2 weeks. Whatever
Yeah.
classes you need in those weeks to figure it out or fix those chapters, you need to do it.
I was facing issues in matrices and determinants. They usually give those lengthy questions with lot of information about inverse and transpose.
Find, okay, we can do matrices and determinants next, but
Yeah.
find all the things like that in both the subjects which you need to work on.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Make a plan for these three chapters in maths, these three chapters in physics, and we can do classes accordingly.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay, that's all for now then.
Thank you, sir.